Hello, StarCraft fans! This is VaLmaLisK coming to you with yet another edition of MidRank Madness. Today it's going to be a game between VaLmaLisK and GIDEON here on Acid Plant, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we've got the red Terran player. His name is GIDEON. And in the top left-hand corner, the blue Zerg player, VaLmaLisK. Alright, so this is a Diamond 3 game sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. Sent every single email that I got with that subject to my screener, Don. Thank you so much, Don, for going through 40 of these to find me the very, very best 2, which I will cast this week and next week. And it's going to be a good time. All right, a ZVT on Acid Plant, the latter edition. Not as high level as the ZVT from yesterday, but not many ZVTs are. If you missed it, it was Innovation versus Sue, and it was incredible. Just go to my page, Falcon Paladin, and just look at the uploads, and you will find it, and it is epic. Okay, there are a lot of lessons we can learn from MidRank Madness as well, and a lot of stuff we can be very amazed by as well. Pool first? No, hatch first. There we go. Hatch first out of VaLmaLisK here. Gonna go ahead and chuck down a pool next. Then his extractor at about 16 supply there. Yes, dropping him down to 15, so fairly standard opening. SCV attacking the hatchery, which really seems like a waste of time. If you're gonna harass, go ahead and toss down a bunker up here. That's really annoying when you do that. Or scout. I mean, really attacking the hatchery is just not going to do a lot for you, unfortunately. Double gas from GIDEON, and no expansion yet either. This is a very interesting build from this guy. Also, no orbital command. Okay, now he's getting orbital command. But a Reaper. So the Reaper is going to be named Gazgul Makurik Thraka. Makurik. Yeah, Makurik Thraka, the Beast of Armageddon, has come to the StarCraft universe to get into a right and proper brawl. Wog is the sound that he makes. Oh, he is making a bunker. Check it out. Hey, I called it. So bunker coming up. Reaper going to try to get inside that thing, but enough drones come off the line for VaLmaLisK. That is not going to work. Sorry, SCV. Oh, wait. Pop around the other side. Pop around the other. Kill the SC. Oh, he's making another bunker. And he's hiding in here. Okay, gonna die. Gonna die. Yeah, SCV knows he's gonna die, but he's blocking off these drones' ability to harvest well from this natural base, but that's about it. Like, I really don't see anything else that's happening here. A couple queens have begun. 8 links in production here, too. Really worried about early aggression from VaLmaLisK, but Gazgul is here. And he's going to try to kill these drones. No, 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 drones, you don't fight. Oh, getting the surround? What? Okay, almost took him down. Now, Zergling going to chase after 2. Zergling on creep, another Zergling on creep. One more shot should do it. And he does end up falling. Gazgul Makurik Thraka ends up getting murdered and only takes out 1 drone in the meantime. So, I mean, good, not great. Zerglings for VaLmaLisK moving out, going for a Baneling nest here too, possibly Baneling bust. Gonna happen here, but GIDEON sacrificed going for an expansion to throw down those 2 bunkers. And I don't feel like it was necessarily worth it here for the red Terran player, but he is kind of trying to make up for it here. He's going to go for a tank, it looks like. No, factory with reactor. And go for Hellions. Get that map control against these links, especially if they don't have speed, although it is on the way. And we're going to go for Drop Lord. Drop Lord action seems to be in play here for VaLmaLisK. Got the evolution chamber back home that you need to make this guy into a Drop Lord as opposed to a regular Silver Lord. Starport under construction here too. GIDEON doing a lot of stuff on one base right now. Was the 1-1-1 build, tossing another factory in there at the end of it. But yeah, oh, Cyclones, what? Cyclone opening, is he? Wow, this is really a sign of a mech player. Really a sign of a mech player. Also, the second factory is a good tell, but making a medevac here, possibly some Hellbat harassment out of GIDEON. You got to go for that drop now, man. The longer you wait, the more prepared for it GIDEON is going to be. So let's see it. Gonna see it. Okay, there it is. We saw it. We saw it. Gonna go ahead and drop in. Cyclones, are they playing defense, though, is the question. If the Cyclones move out, it's better. Whoa, GIDEON's taking a gold base? This is so gutsy by him. If this gets discovered, it's really hard for him to defend. The Zerg player is gonna absolutely take it out of the ground and stomp on it with little Zergling claws. I'm gonna attempt I guess this is gonna be a Cyclone drop. It's gonna fly right past this Overlord, though. Oh, okay, you're gonna kill the Overlord. which seems fine. So Scouting Overlord going to die, but Lings are here. Get inside the mineral line, dude. Banelings left side, Banelings right side. Go. You can't take one side because then they can run that way. Oh, the SCV's running for their little SCV lives. They're kind of clumped up here. Oh, the target firing, though. What was that? No. Time out. Time out. What happened to those Banes? Okay, so the Banelings are here. 3 of them. Handful of Lings rolling on in, trying to attack this factory for some reason. Okay, you send 2 of them this way and 1 of them this way. Oh, it was this bunker. That's why I didn't want to go that way. Okay, so then the bunker, digging out the Lings, hitting the Banelings from distance 2, killing 2 of them before they can do too much damage. And actually, not many SCVs died there at all. 4 SCVs killed. That did not go very well for VaLmaLisK whatsoever, but I do love the aggression. Nevertheless there, the bunker placement by Gideon really saving his pants there. If he doesn't have this bunker, I think he loses a lot more SCVs. Either way, good pull by Gideon. Good job of getting the medevac in here to heal these guys up as best she can. She's running out of energy very quickly, but it also regenerates fairly quickly too. 3rd hatch on the way here for VaLmaLisK, just to the right of his natural, tossing up a spore crawler, perhaps worried about Banshee, but I don't see any sign of that from Gideon. Where the heck is our drop? The drop had to come back, right? Yeah, the drop came back to deal with this. So the drop never actually went anywhere. Killed an Overlord. But otherwise all the deaths for VaLmaLisK's units have been on this side of the map. Upgrading to a lair, working on +1 melee attack, getting Blue Flame, Infernal Pre-Igniter. It's Gideon 2. It is going to be Mac. This smattering of Marines, do not let them fool you. We're going to see factory from this point on. You really don't get the Blue Flame unless you're planning on going for a mech strategy. So if you see a Terran player going for Infernal Pre-Igniter, the little flames coming out are blue, just be prepared for tanks and Thors and stuff as the Zerg player. Meanwhile, speaking of the Zerg player, what's he doing otherwise? Not a whole lot, honestly. 2nd Evolution Chamber to go for those upgrades. And the +1 melee tells me he's probably planning on going for Ultras eventually in this game, which can be pretty good against Terran, unless the Terran player really knows well how to use Liberators and tanks and ghosts and stuff. Also, some fungal is not going to hurt there either. So Gideon, he's going to get away with this, man. He's going to get a planetary fortress at this gold base. There's no sign of VaLmaLisK sending anything out to scout this at all, at the tiniest bit. He is spreading creep very well, connecting all 3 of his bases, which is a huge thing for Zerg players. High-sec auto-tracking being researched by Gideon here, and Drop Lord. Drop Lord gets killed by a missile turret and a bunch of Cyclones. Well, I guess a couple Cyclones. But did scout the Cyclones are moving out. Now to deal with Cyclones Zerg players, it's going to be Lings. Lings and Lings and Lings. 18 Lings in production should be enough. +1 attack should be done very soon as well. In time for this attack, I don't know. But Queens, got to take down that medevac. That is the goal right now. Don't even worry about the Cyclones. Yeah, good target firing here. I like it. And getting the Queen out of there before she dies too. Cyclones chasing while Lings are hammering on them. This is interesting. Good play by VaLmaLisK. One of the Cyclones goes down. Has a couple of kills, but again, Lings are effectively just dispensable right now. And yeah, the Cyclones are toast. Did that medevac die too? I want to say... No, medevac made it home. Oh, wow. With exactly 6 hit points. But it does make it home in shame. Working on Terran building armor. Wow. Gideon getting the upgrades for the Terran buildings to upgrade their HP. And, I mean, not necessarily their HP, but how well they can handle incoming damage. Blue Flame Hellions showing up. Ling's not going to be the answer, as it turns out, unless you have a whole lot of them. I don't know if VaLmaLisK seems to. Again, he was making 18 of them. He's got 34 right now, which is a dead good number, and maybe should be going for a 4th base, as Gideon has his natural. He's got this gold base over here. We're 3 basing to 3 basing as the Zerg player, which is not exactly what you want to be seeing, but nevertheless, that's where we are, and that's the truth. It can be scary to expand. I understand that. You're worried about frequent attacks coming in from the Terran player, and it throws off your mojo. But if he gives you any kind of an opening, you got to expand. Get that static defense up. Get those spore crawlers in there if necessary. And again, connect your bases with creep, as he's doing a fantastic job of right now. Our expendable Marines moving out. I'm not sure. I guess they're checking for secret bases, I suppose. Oh, is he going to scout this? Hey, at 8.5 minutes, Ling scouts this gold base. Says, hey, what the gold base is here? Got to shut that thing down real fast. About 12 Banelings will kill it quite nicely, but medevac moving out with tanks and Blue Flame Hellions. Is there an armory is the question. The answer is no. Surprisingly, no armory. Anything in production there? Yes. We might have Hellbat tank at some point. Marines trying to harass and distract. Meanwhile, dropping the stuff in the main. This is the true attack right here. Inside the main base, drones forced to fight for their lives. Goodbye, the Spore Crawler. Queens fighting against these Marines, transfusing themselves as necessary. Tanks pretty much unstoppable right now, but you know what's really good against tanks is a million Zerglings. All right, so Hydra's popping out of bed at just the right time as well. And the attack does get cleaned up, but at what cost is the question. 12 drones have been killed. I feel like the majority of them have been during that attack. You making Banelings? Nope. Nope. Slow Overlords scouting this location, getting hit by missile turrets. Not what you want to see. Okay, this is enough Banelings. That's enough Banelings, especially if they have speed, though. So the Lings have to absorb the early shots so the Banelings can come in behind and actually explode on the planetary fortress. Dude, what are you doing? Go. Get it. Get it. Bring the Lings in to absorb those shots. Liberal. Okay, not Liberators, but Cyclones getting rid of some of these Overlords. And here we go. Hydras. Are you target firing the Bane? I don't know, but this is enough Banes. Yeah, Bane's crashing on in. The repairs aren't great if the damage is instantaneous. And the gold base does get taken down, retreating from this location. Oh, Banelings just got speed. Just picked it up. Right in the nick of time here. Single Blue Flame Hellion at the third base of VaLmaLisK, trying to take down a Queen. Might actually get her. No, not going to get her. Not going to get her. Lings and Banelings chasing these Cyclones down. What is here? Tanks. A lot of tanks from Gideon. I don't know if this is a great place to attack in for VaLmaLisK. He decides that is not a great place to go, but having shut Gideon down back to 2 bases, it seems like he's pretty happy. Just pull back and clean out the remnants of this sneaky natural base. Well, second base that Gideon took at a gold, which again is far away. And that's the concept of gold, is it's far away, it's easier to attack than it is to defend. And Gideon got some good stuff out of it there. Lost a bunch of SCVs as well, though. Only 6 SCVs have killed, maybe only the 2 thus far. Resources lost, 3,600 for VaLmaLisK and 3,700, nope, 3,500 for Gideon. A little bit more gas. I don't know, I'd say it's even. What the? Gideon's trying to expand in this bottom left-hand corner. Oh, the Zerg is so close to it. So close to finding it there. But I don't know if he's going to. I just don't feel like he has any reason to go down there unless he's scouting for sneaky hidden bases. And expanding up here too is Gideon. I love this from Gideon. I like sneaky expansion patterns. It really throws your opponent off. Ooh. And also, I like this guy. Getting smart servos and allowing Hellions, Hellbats, Vikings, and Thors to transform quickly between their combat modes. Muscular augments on the way from VaLmaLisK. Does he already have the group Spines upgrade? The answer is nope. Doesn't have it yet, but he is getting a Lurker Den. Can be pretty great. Oh, Hellbats at the third base. Oh, there you go. Roasting all of the things up here. Get out of there, Queens. Ling's trying to do stuff too. The Blue Flame really causing some problems for these Zerglings, but there are enough of them, and the upgrades are really good too. +1/+1 at this stage of the game is pretty fantastic. Drones going back to work quite nicely. It is 55 to 47 total harvesters. And Gideon's bases are going to finish. His double expanding to the corners is going to work out here. VaLmaLisK has no idea these exist, as you can see, blank and blank, but actually surprise base and base. Huh, who knew? 4th base done for VaLmaLisK. Seems a little bit late, all things considered. 13 minutes is a late time to get your 4th, but you can do a lot of good stuff on 3 bases in the current patch of Legacy of the Void. All right, Gideon, working on drilling claws, working on armor for his ground units. Well, vehicle and ship plating, actually. Getting tanks, planetary fortress upgrades happening pretty much everywhere at once. And that's a 13-minute hive out of VaLmaLisK. Not super fast, but the timing is good. I like seeing that from Diamond 3. Lot of drones. Wow, up to 78 drones as VaLmaLisK. Got a time to drone up a little bit. His injects have been pretty fantastic, actually. So he's got a lot of available larvae. If we can see 23 available now, to really get the gas going at this 4th base location. If he's planning on going for further stuff, I guess just Hydras for now. But sitting on 3,000 minerals and 1,200 gas. Again, hard to spend your money if you're not on those 4 bases sooner. And with the worker count that he had, but he should be able to spend it with the number of Hydras he's making. Also, the upgrades he's getting +2/+2. And again, he really should be getting Ultralisk Cavern. He doesn't have one, but his hive is almost done. So he'll have the chance to make one soon enough. Hellions running around. The Hellions need to start killing drones. It's 77 to 58 harvesters, which is not great. But Gideon sitting on 5 bases pretty comfortably. While VaLmaLisK is only on 4, he really needs to be expanding more. 14 minutes in this current patch of Legacy of the Void is just too late to just be on 4 bases as Zerg, especially against a meching player who hasn't really, okay, he's had some annoying attacks, but hasn't killed a base or anything. Has really killed a total of 14 drones, which is definitely not enough. Where are these Hellions going? Who knows? Who knows? I'm surprised the number of Hydras and the Lurker Den without a missile attack upgrade. I would have thought for sure he might have made, yeah, a smattering of Hydras to support his Ultras, but Ultras would have been the deal. Gideon expanding like a boss, though. Gideon. Oh, boy. Absolutely. Spending his money well. Expanding like crazy right now. Hellions trying to get in to basically where most of the army for VaLmaLisK is. It's not going well. Let's just say that. Production tab for Gideon is going nuts. VaLmaLisK doing nothing with his money right now. Sitting at 143 supply, whereas he could be maxed out. He should be maxed out at 15 minutes, honestly, at the Diamond 3. So he's working on it. By that I mean he's not actually building anything right now, but that's might be okay. Thor drop attempt. Hydra's picking these medevacs out of the sky. Oh, Thor's no. Okay, does drop the one, but Banelings exploding. Hydra's finishing him off. Not fantastic. Finding a planetary fortress in the bottom left-hand corner. Our Banelings and Hydralisks trying to repair through this damage done by the Hydras. Again, they don't have attack upgrades, but it doesn't really matter. They still just hit really, really hard. Okay, so this right here should give VaLmaLisK a good idea that Gideon is trying to set up bases in non-traditional locations. So he should be scouting pretty much everything he can't see already. Just send a Ling out. Lings are cheap. They're fast. They can absolutely scout the presence of buildings. There's a gold base here that is actually somewhat covered by creep. That VaLmaLisK should be able to see this SCV coming in and out here. Oh, no, he doesn't, because it doesn't have vision. He just has the creep. The creep tumor provides the vision. And the creep tumor can't see up the ramp. It just puts creep up there for speed bonus, and that's about it. Okay, Ultralisk Cavern and Aspire in production here for the Zerg players, working on adaptive talons, allowing lurkers to burrow a lot more quickly than they otherwise would. So both players getting the speed 'em up upgrades with adaptive talons and smart servos. Oh man, fusion core for Gideon. He's gonna go battle cruisers? He very well could. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I mean, 7th base here for Gideon. Sure, he's lost a couple, but he's on 7 bases. Oh, an attempt for a 5th does get taken down by Blue Flame Hellbats with +2/+2. VaLmaLisK losing that one, but another base under construction here too, so this has got to be his 5th from this point on. Hydra versus Hellbat. The range that the Hydras have, especially with the grooved spines, makes this a pretty good battle, but Hellion's a little bit better, actually. Surprising amounts of range. A range of 5 for these guys compared to the Hellbats, which have closer to a range of 2. But they do hit harder, so it makes a little bit of sense. 4 ultras, 32 lings in production here for VaLmaLisK. Getting adrenal glands, getting +3 ground carapace, finally getting missile attack level 1, and just continuing to get upgrades. Here is Gideon. That is +3 vehicle and ship plating, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Flame Hellions running into this 4th base location of VaLmaLisK. Goodbye, all of the drones. Hellbat transformation. Look how fast they transform. Oh, the burrow. The burrow working out extremely well, keeping these drones alive. Hellbat's just fighting against queens, fighting against hydras. They don't care. Their armor and their attack is fantastic here. Range of 2, 36 damage per shot versus light. But there are enough hydras to shut them down. An attempted attack here at another base of Gideon's by VaLmaLisK. Gets killed by some Hellions here. I mean, he has 2 orbital commands, 3 planetary fortresses, and a regular command center. And he's lost a couple already, too. I mean, this guy is just macroing super hard. And if the Zerg's going to let you do it, then why not, honestly, if you're Gideon here. VaLmaLisK needs to be maxed out. He needs additional overlords. He is at 182 available supply, which is good, but not super ideal. Can he seriously not tell this is here?
Our forces are under attack.
Man, he can't. Cyclone attack coming in at the right side from Gideon. Greater Spire starting for VaLmaLisK. We'll see Broodlords at some point in this game. I want to say, yeah, Hydraling, real great, actually, against the Cyclones. Sure, they almost took down this 5th base location, but they didn't. 6th base under construction again on the left side from VaLmaLisK, and accidentally finding this base. Are these Hydras? Hydras do, in fact, have the +1 attack upgrade. I don't know if they can break that with the SCVs repairing. They're just trying to focus down SCVs here. Seems possible. Nope, they want. Oh, there's a tank back there, too. This might not go well at all, but another attack at Gideon's base along the bottom side here. Ultras involved in this one. Planetary Fortress of the Gold does not die, but base down here does end up getting killed because there are effectively fully upgraded Ultras here. VaLmaLisK can absolutely afford to get the +3 attack, For his ground units, he's just not working on it right now, making Ultras instead. And again, additional Overlords would be great. He's making 4 of those. And getting Chitinous Plating. So you gotta meet up, man. Your Hydras and your Ultras really complement each other very well. In that the Ultras are very tanky, the Hydras hit very hard but are squishy. Hydras behind Ultralisks, they can do that too, what with the range difference. And make some stuff happen. I'd love to see some detection here. Just when in doubt, just bring detection with your army no matter what. Could be some Banshees involved you just don't know about. Alright, so Ultra's getting right on top of this thing. That tank is allowed to just fire with impunity, though. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't really matter. Tank's gone, SCVs are gone too, and chasing them away. 55 to 53 Harvesters. How many drones have been killed so far? 24. Goodness gracious. And what is this? Battle Cruiser jumped from Gideon into VaLmaLisk's 3rd base location. Planetary Fortress again on the right side here for Gideon is going to die. It's just too much Hydra and too much Ultralisk. Landed Vikings taking out this 6th base location for VaLmaLisk. Battle Cruiser, Yamato Cannon trying to get some shots off on that hatchery to actually finish it off here. Queen trying to anti-air. Vikings flying into the main base to kill some Overlords. This game is absolute chaos right now. Vikings in the main do get cleaned up, but these Battle Cruisers are going to finish off his hatchery. What is going on right now? Hydra's trying to fight. Overlords mixed in here as well, and it's just Battle Cruisers doing whatever they want. They don't have the attack upgrades, but they got the shield upgrades. They make them very hard to kill. Just A moving here with Ultras and with Hydras. I am not convinced this is the correct course of action to be taking here from VaLmaLisk. It looks like all of his Ultras are dead. His Hydras are going to go very shortly. 3 more Ultras trailing in. They should have been part of the initial engagement, but they were not. Battle Cruiser jumps over to VaLmaLisk's base here. Battle Cruiser jumping over to the 4th base. 4th and 5th bases under attack right now. Some Corruptors are out from VaLmaLisk. Fantastic decision. Corruptors are beautiful against Battle Cruisers. They're very hard to kill, but one of the best answers in the game is the Corruptor. Wow, a lot of them flying in. This might have been an overmake of Corruptors, but I guess if they can make themselves into Broodlords, it's not as bad. 1 Battle Cruiser left behind to try to finish off this hatchery by himself, but didn't worry about the Corruptors enough. Okay, so 6 Ultras in production. You have a little bit gas-starved is VaLmaLisk. And yeah, he's down to 3 bases. Okay, he's got, well, no, he's down to 3. He's trying to remake his 5th. His 3rd is gone. His 6th is gone. Hellion's checking for that too. But Gideon's lost a ton of stuff as well. He's down to 3 bases. So this is kind of reset. Honestly, it's 29 to 17 Harvesters. Are you kidding me? 69 SCVs have been killed so far. Such a ridiculous number. Blue Flame Hellions getting in here into this 4th base location. Finally getting killed by Ultra is a great answer to the Hellbats. 1 Broodlord in production. I think that's all they can afford gas-wise. There's a couple of them dropping down those Broodlings, but the Thor anti-air, pretty fantastic, as it turns out, especially if you want to turn that into the single target version. But I guess this is fine too here. Handful of Ultras versus Thors versus tanks. VaLmaLisk pulling back in production, absolutely nothing. Lings would be pretty good here. Lings surrounding Thors and surrounding tanks is not a bad answer if that's what you're looking for when it comes to dealing with this composition by Gideon, but losing that tank, dead. Okay, all right, so let's take stock here. 27 to 18 Harvesters, 111 to 74 total supply. VaLmaLisk is up, but look at the production tab again. Gideon never stops making stuff. Never stops making stuff. Working on ship weapons level 3, rather, making Thors, making Battle Cruisers. Gonna reland his natural base, Orbital Command, at his, I mean, this was like a 6th base for him, but whatever, keeping it close to home now, not expanding as far away. Thor to attack this 4th base location from VaLmaLisk does get shut down quite nicely. Additional Broodlords in production here for VaLmaLisk. He is sitting at 1 with 4 more in production. Corruptors might do the caustic spray thing on this base of Gideon's, and they absolutely should. There it is. Yeah, Gideon's in trouble. He loses this base. He's in for a bad time. The repair is just a waste of minerals, dude. You can't out-repair that. Yeah, base gone. Absolutely gone. Got some Blue Flame Hellions trying to take down VaLmaLisk's attempt at rebuilding a 5th base location. Corruptors could probably finish this one off, too, if they swung around. I mean, that might be all she wrote. Although there are some Vikings out for Gideon, so Viking Corruptor battle going to be pretty good, especially if the Vikings have almost full upgrades. right? +2, +3. Right now, working on that +3 ship weapons. Corruptors might be in a bit of trouble here. Is there enough ground is the question. 3 Thors on the ground. Single Broodlord. Whee! Throwing down almost fully upgraded Broodlings here. So Ultra's on top of the Thors. Not what you want to see here if you happen to be Thors. Yeah, Broodlings thrown down as well. Corruptors versus the Vikings. Yeah, the Broodlords are going to die, but all your Vikings are going to die as well. Are there enough Broodlords remaining? 3 of them to lay siege this. This might be it. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, some battlecruisers jumped into the 5th base of VaLmaLisK, but there's really not much there to kill. Caustic Spray gonna help finish that off. The Corruptors abort their attack and head on down to this 5th base, trying to save their hatchery. 98 to 37 total supply. Gideon is just, he's on his last legs right here. There's just no way. 98 to 22 total supply. He doesn't have, I mean, he has 1 command center he's building inside his main, but according to the units tab, he has a Thor, a Widowmine, and 3 Hellions and a tank. It's just not enough. I mean, VaLmaLisK needs to finish him off right now. It's going to be it. I mean, this has been a really, really crazy jam-packed episode of MidRank Madness for sure, but VaLmaLisK needs to finish it off. He's bringing the Broodlords along. I'm not sure that you need them necessarily. Widowmine joining the party. Nope, kind of joining the party, but not really. Ultras come trundling in. There is nothing that can stop these 7 armor Ultras. There just isn't. Checking for bases to kill. There's not one here. There's not one here. Hellions trying to run around and cause some mischief, if at all possible here. Corruptors trying to see is there a base we can kill. No, dude, your guy is down to 1 base, and it's in his main right now. +3 melee on the way from VaLmaLisK. Hellbat transformation. That is so fast. So fast at this 4th base location of VaLmaLisK. Drones getting pulled out. Queen's here to fight. Upgrades are +1 attack. A lot of drones are getting roasty toasty. 66 have been killed, and 86 SCVs have gone down. Ultra's going to finish off the remainder of what is here for Gideon. Are they going to allow it, though? Possibly not. Okay, Broodling's pinning him in, and that's it. So it's 85 to 14 total supply. Gideon needs to tap out. Look at him, though. Last standing it. No, that's a good game. Good game from Gideon. Good game, says VaLmaLisK with a capital G, capital G. Very proud of this one. Gideon's defeated, and VaLmaLisK is your winner. What the? Why is music still on? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm hearing things. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Whew. Anyway, yeah, what an episode of MidRank Madness. Good one. Good one chosen by Don. Thank you, Don, for choosing this one. You can check out his song, Korshala Adun, at the end of this cast. It's a wonderful original composition by him. Website is in the description as well. Anyway, resources lost in this game going to be 29,000 for VaLmaLisK and a full 36 for Gideon. 10 Thors went down, 12 Vikings, 11 tanks, 6 battle cruisers, 2 orbital commands, a command center, and 5 planetary fortresses. 4 hatches were killed by Gideon. I mean, he was no slouch himself. Killed 19 Ultralisks, 3 Broodlords, only 154 Lings, 30 Hydras, and 70 drones. Whew. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of MidRank Madness. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Before us, our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. want justice. Our duty is unending. I feel your presence. We are as one. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Inshallah, adu. The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. Kalarulas. Karamulas. Antharanas. Nasvaran. Kinalatu. Casar di Templare. Daramarga. Oshara Sashina.